Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Gemini. Gemini, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you. If you have Gemini as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign, quick shout out to you guys, because literally in the last reading, I was like, Gemini doesn't rock with my videos. Y'all never watch the readings, but you're always saying you don't see them. And I think that, I don't know, for some reason, like a couple different signs, I feel like YouTube shadow bans my readings, like Aries, Gemini, and Leo, I think get shadow banned all the time. I don't know why, but those videos usually have the lowest views. So thank you guys for getting the views up. I think you guys actually had the most views on that video, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get my hair together. I got a new hairdo, y'all. But yeah, so shout out to y'all, and Gemini season is right around the corner, so hopefully you guys are doing well. All right, so let's flip over your Blunt Truth Oracle cards and see what you have to hear right now. I know in the last reading there was like a liar or something going on in your aura with somebody not being truthful. Hopefully you guys got that sorted out, but let's see what the reading is for today. Ooh, you have new love on the horizon, and then you have obsessed. So, obsessed. New love. Okay, let's see. What is new love on the horizon for Gemini? If you've been wanting new love, trying to attract new love, it is coming in for you. Tell us about new love on the horizon for Gemini. I'm sorry, y'all, but this, like, the cards just played us. You have new love on the horizon, and then you have another sad love story. What? That quick? It's over that fast? You have feelings do not equal facts. Okay, wait. Because I'm kind of getting something in my head, but I don't know if we're going that direction. Can we clarify another sad love story with new love on the horizon? Oop, hold on. Another sad love story for Gemini. Is this a self-sabotage thing? Like, do you guys sabotage it before you even get it? You have that stick up your ass must be uncomfortable. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but this is about to be a roller coaster of reading. I feel it already. Okay, so what's the shadow card for Gemini? What is hidden from Gemini, or what is the shadow work that they need to tap into? What is the shadow work for Gemini for May? The Nine of Swords. Okay, your anxiety. Anxiety is getting to you guys. Let's see what it says here in my little book about the Nine of Swords. No, this is Wands. Sorry, y'all. You know, I'll be trying to find it. Okay, here it is. There is a fear you need to face. This card also warns you to protect yourself from the cruelty of others. Upright, warning, and foreboding. Okay, so there's some underlying anxiety. Could be some fears, could be some obsessions. Well, it does say obsessed. So some of you could have obsessions about new love, or like maybe you sabotage new relationships because you start to obsess over them or something like that. All right. Well, Gemini, let's see. What can you tell us about new love on the horizon? You have feelings do not equal facts. So I also feel like for a lot of you, because Gemini is look, new love is right here when I cut the deck. Gemini is a sign like Virgo that ruled by Mercury. You have a tendency to overthink things, right? So it's telling you that instead of getting all caught up in the feelings of a situation, which can be, you know, fear and anxiety and worry and like, oh my gosh, what about this and that? Or, you know, what if I get hurt, and what if I do this and that? And focusing on the facts. Just because you feel something doesn't mean that it's entirely true. There can be truth within that feeling, but it does not mean that is the actual truth. So what is new love on the horizon discussing for Gemini? What is new love on the horizon? Happiness. What is new love on the horizon for Gemini? Entrepreneurship. For some of you, this tried to come out just now. Single. It doesn't have to be a person. Okay, just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be a person with new love. Tell me about new love on the horizon for Gemini. Soulmate. For some of you it is, though. For some of you it is. You have they will reach out. You have test or lesson. Affair or third party. What is going on? What is this reading? What about another sad love story? What is happening here? What is another sad love story here for Gemini with this new love? You have the new love. You have liar. The liar is here again. I'm so confused. Like, y'all got me confused as heck. What's going on in your life, Gemini? All right, so the new love is definitely here. Okay, so there's a couple different scenarios or a couple different stories I'm getting for you, Gemini. You got the liar card again. Okay, you got it twice. So for some of you, you may have recently gotten involved with somebody new, new love on the horizon, and maybe you got obsessed with them pretty quickly or them with you, but you find out that they are not available, or there's like a timing conflict, or maybe they had some other things going on the side. So you started to really like them, or you started to really put all your happiness into this one thing, and then you find out that it wasn't all that you thought it was. So that's one scenario. For the other scenario, some of you are going to be, or you're single right now, and you're moving into a new connection with a soulmate here. And that's going to be kind of a test or challenge for you to see if you jeopardize that or you sabotage that happiness there because of your fears, because of what has happened to you before. But this is just all over the place, y'all. These are like two completely different messages. It kind of reminds me of the love reading I just did. If you're on my Patreon, I did the love reading for May, and it kind of was something like this. Like something is going to be revealed, or there's like a significance here where you may not be able to go back to what it once was before. So let's see. Liar. Can we get some more insight on liar for Gemini? What is that about for liar? Who's the liar? Completion or closure? Refund. Who's the liar here? Or why does this have to be the affair or third party card? Hidden enemy. What the heck is going on? Is it that you think that somebody is... Okay. Hold on. I had to listen because I was like, what the heck are y'all trying to tell me? I've never had a reading like this for you guys. I can't. Okay. So Spirit is saying, Gemini. Well, before I even get into what Spirit is saying, I'm going to tell y'all this analogy that I saw on TikTok about love or relationships. There's 3 different types of relationships. There is a mirror, there is a window, and then there is a door. So for the first one, mirror. The mirror is somebody that you meet that reflects certain parts of you that are more challenging. So this might be referred to more as like a karmic relationship. It's challenging. It can mirror your wounds. It can open your wounds in a way that is hurtful, toxic, abusive, unhealthy to show you what you need to work on, right? And then there's a window where somebody shows you, or they're like used as a stepping stone or an example to show you what is possible, right? So this is a relationship that you almost get into, or like your situationship, that it's almost what you want, but there's something missing, or you never actually get to fully have it. But the person shows you a lot of what you like and what you want. And this is like a lot of soulmate type of energy where it can make you really happy, but for some reason there's something missing. And then the last one, the door, which is where you really get to have that thing, that person, and you can walk through that relationship, and it transfers you to the next level in your life. So you really get to have it. So what's happening now for some of you is like you're on the brink of needing to not look at everybody as like a door. Everybody is not in your life to be a door. And so for some of you, you may put people on a pedestal in that way, right? When you get the new love or you get something new that comes in, you have these really high expectations, these really high hopes for it, because you get your feelings all involved, and your feelings don't mean anything to past a certain extent. You can be having all this chemistry with somebody, you can be really excited to be with them, but the fact of the matter is they're already in a relationship, or they're not emotionally available, or you're not emotionally available. So that is the fact. The feeling is you feel drawn to them. The fact is you can't be with them for some reason, for some of you, right? And that is why it's saying new love on the horizon and then another sad love story for some of you. It's like learning the difference between these relationships in your life to actually get you to the happiness. Okay, some of you are trying to make the mirror person into a door person, and spirit is like, no, this person was just meant to mirror back to you what you need to work on, not meant to be your life partner, not meant to be end game. This person was just meant to show you what you need to work on, what you need to heal. And some of you are trying to push away people that are door people for you, like people that are really good for you, that are going to help you get to the next level in your life. You're looking at them as like, I don't need them. They're boring. They blah, blah, blah. I'm not paying attention to them. Okay. And so that's what's happening here. You guys are going for these mirror people, these people that are liars, cheaters, not giving you the time of day. Those are the people you like. You're like, ooh, they're ignoring me. I want them. Instead of the people that are like reaching out to you like, hey, Gemini, I want to be closer to you. I want to be your friend. I want to get to know you. You're like, boring. But that's what happens when you're not healed. Like, that's what happens when you are not really healing your emotional unavailability or your intimacy issues and things like that. So there's some hidden enemies here. There's a hidden enemy that you think is like the end all be all, and they're not. Okay, so what is the advice for Gemini with this? This is a really crazy reading. Wow. Therapist. You need to get in therapy and figure out why you're attracted to these types of people that hurt you. Or you romanticize them, you glorify them. You want those people that are not available. That's really what it is for a lot of you. Tell me more about advice for Gemini with this energy. What is the advice for Gemini with this energy? A lot of you keep the door open to these people as well. You keep the door open to these people that hurt you, or that you want to, you think they're going to finally wake up and change, and they're not. Spirit is saying move on. You have they won't reach out. Okay, so if you are assertive and you like close that door, you block them and you move on, then they're not going to reach out, and you can really find the right love. You can find that door person, that real door person. Okay, not just the window person either, because you want something that's actually tangible, not something you can just obsess about in a dream-like state or in a fantasy. You know, you want the real thing. But for others of you, they will reach out if you don't block, if you continue to entertain them, and they're just going to keep lying to you. Okay, so when you do find the new love, focus on the facts. Focus on not just getting swept away in your feelings. Focus on, knowing exactly what it is that you want. You have therapists. A lot of you need to work on the reasons, or tap in with somebody why you tend to chase emotionally unavailable people and situations. Okay. Or why you maybe put all of your happiness into something. Okay. So that's what's happening here. On a more positive note, you have fame and social media. So a lot of y'all are going to be getting more acclaim or recognition on social media for something that you're doing. But you guys got to work on these relationships. Jeez, this is a mess. I'll tell you, this is a mess. This is messy. I ain't never seen it messy like that in a while for any sign. Like, it's been a lot of inner work for all the other zodiac signs, like for months now. But this is a mess. This is a mess. What else for Gemini? What's going on for Gemini? What does Gemini need to surrender? Ooh. What does Gemini need to surrender? Some of you are attracted to dramatic people too, or drama. chaos. What does Gemini need to surrender? Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So, from a human design standpoint, generators, you are meant to be receptive and wait for things to come to you, wait for people to come to you, and you decide how you want to respond, if you want to respond at all. So when you get somebody that comes to you, you can wait to see if you want to respond to that. For projectors, a lot of you are waiting for invitations to come to you, but you don't need to be so desperate and obsessed about invitations. Okay, you need to focus on your own power, focus on yourself, and wait for the right invitations to come, and you accept them as you want to. Okay. So yeah, that's for those two human design types. Now for the other types, MG and manifestor, you guys are meant to be a lot more direct and assertive about what it is you want, and letting people know, like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And that is how you are meant to find exactly what it is you're looking for. Not try to change anybody, not try to make anybody be who you want them to be. All right. And then reflectors, it may take you some time to like see the full spectrum of who people are, but you definitely can if you give it enough time. Instead of like being like, oh, this is the right person, this is the right thing as soon as you get it. No, let time reveal itself to you. People will always show themselves. People will always reveal themselves if we allow enough time. So don't just jump into things without giving it enough time to see if you're truly compatible with people, to see if you really like somebody, to see their flaws show up, to see if you can deal with those flaws. Give it some time. All right. So, let's see what else is coming towards you, Gemini. What else can you tell us about this new love and another sad love story? What else can you tell us for Gemini about this? Ace of Cups, Three of Swords. It's like in the same breath. It's like, yes, got some love or got this new opportunity, and it like, then you get hurt. Like, I think for some of you it's because of the projection you put on it, though, more than because you had a certain projection on the thing before you even really got it. So you got to be careful about doing that. Tell us more for new love for Gemini, because this could be a job opportunity as well. This can be something that you attach to. Two of Cups reverse. Yeah, this is a relationship for many of you that you have been projecting onto it, or you tend to go into relationships forming a projection rather than seeing it for what it really is, or giving it time before you decide where it's going to fit into your life, if it is meant to fit in there at all. Nine of Swords. And some of you also may struggle with really trusting yourself and your intuition. Could be with a Scorpio. Gemini and Scorpios love each other, but I feel like they're such a chaotic match. Because you have the Nine of Swords here again. You got the Death card. So a lot of you are moving away from this type of like knight in shining armor projection that you give to people, where you think, oh, this is the person that's going to save me. This is the person that's going to heal me, friendship wise, family member wise, work relationship wise, romantic, whatever. This is my person. This is the person who's going to save me. And Spirit is saying, no, you have to save yourself. You save yourself. And so therefore you don't continue to get heartbroken by these projections you put onto other people thinking they will come save you, especially if you got Pisces placements in your chart. Okay, because there tends to be this romanticizing of people sometimes and looking at them as being bigger and better than they actually would be in reality. Two of Cups in reverse. There's a awakening period where you're seeing that somebody cannot live up to your expectations. And it doesn't mean that you've done something wrong. So the only thing that maybe you need to just work on is making sure you're not projecting these fantasies onto people that their actions never showed that they were able to do these things. Like, what actions did they have to validate or to show that they could be this type of person, right? Words matter, actions matter. Words without action, dead. Actions without words, maybe it could last a little bit longer, but still dead. You need both. So what's the advice for Gemini? What's the advice for Gemini? Six of Cups. A lot of you need to do some inner child healing work to make your inner child feel better. And like you talking to your inner child and saving yourself is what's going to help you to stop thinking these other people or situations will come and save you. What else is the advice for? There's some type of codependency here. Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups reverse. What other advice for Gemini? Star card, Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like focusing on what is actually tangible. Two of Cups reverse again at the bottom. I see a disconnect here. I see a breakup here. And it's like you finally get it, though. It finally clicks for you that you have been leaning on other people to fulfill you emotionally, or you have too much of a projection on people in the beginning, or that you even may be emotionally unavailable more than you might think. Ten of Swords here. We're putting an end to that. Okay, we're learning that we can't look to other people to fulfill our needs, all of our needs. We do need people to fulfill some of them. But there's been a lot of imbalance. Could be with the Libra, Taurus energy as well. Ace of Pentacles. But you're starting on a solid foundation. Like you're going to get the opportunity to build and be with somebody real, right? It's not always going to end in heartbreak. It's not always going to end like that. But you do have to be very careful about getting obsessed with people too soon before you really know them, before you know their character. And this is, like I said, friends, new coworkers. You know, you putting a label on them before you even know the person, before you can like judge their character. You got to give people some time to show up and see the patterns. Like if they have a pattern of being inconsistent and unreliable, then they definitely will continue to be like that. Okay. But if you see people's words are matching their actions, they're less likely. Those are the people that are less likely to hurt you. And even if they do, that is not, directly a projection of who you are. Okay. People are going to do what they do. They're going to be bad people. Doesn't matter if you're the best person in the world. If they're bad, they're going to be bad to you. Okay. So, we got to get into that because we want to get you to that door person, that door opportunity that you can actually touch and feel and embrace. And, some of you, it is going to take you to actually get some therapy on why you go towards these people. Typically it's an inner child issue where you go towards what is most comfortable or most familiar. And if chaos or people that are unavailable or unpredictable is familiar, that's who you're going to find more attractive until you really start to heal. So you don't have to keep going through this new love, sad love story. Okay. And being naive, Gemini you can be a little naive. Air signs, we're a little naive. I got the air influence in my Venus. So we can be kind of naive and trusting people's words, getting really attached to words. We got to see some action behind that. Okay. Thank you, Gemini, for watching. If this reading resonated for you, this is very specific. I don't know who this is for. This was kind of crazy. But if this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.